Hey, what's going on, guys? So just giving you a quick update here. So I just noticed this last night when I finished my dash. So apparently in my market, the on-time rate changed. So originally the on-time rate was based off of my lifetime deliveries. Now it's based off the last 100 orders. So I was obviously kind of shocked when I seen that I was going from an 88% to a 78%. And I was like, I don't know how in the heck I dropped down 10%. Well, that's because the old on time rate that was there yesterday when I started my dash went away. And then they inserted the new on time rate based off the last 100 orders. Of course, they just started it yesterday. So I only did, I think, like 10 orders. So as you can see, out of the 10 orders that I did yesterday, seven of them were on time, one was excluded, and two were late. So they recalculated my whole thing to, 2 out of 10 were late, which honestly should be an 80%. I mean, think about it, 10 orders, and two were late, should be 80%. I don't know how they got a 78%, but yeah, so then it breaks it down too, so you can see all the orders. And is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, there goes your 10. Little Caesars, L&L, Crispy, Creams, Chiba Hut, Chipotle, Cinemark, Panda, Noodles, and Wendy's. So there goes my 10. And you can see the ones that were on time. And then Noodles and Company was late, and Wendy's was late. Even though when I got to the restaurant, the orders weren't done. So I did check the, order not started until I arrived. So they excluded that side of the restaurant, but picking up the order, they excluded that part. But obviously, because it was late leaving, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna typically be late getting to the customer. I don't feel like they adjusted the time, because it still showed on both of those orders that I was like a couple minutes late. So I don't know. One was like 1 minute late, like literally 1 minute late to the customer, and they dinged me for it. And I don't know how I feel about this, because 1 minute late, like, come on, man. Like, especially if I'm waiting at the restaurant for 8 minutes, you would think that they would adjust the time, accordingly. But also keep in mind too, like, this is a big city. There's a lot of traffic. There's construction all over the place. There's streets that are closed that I have to take detours. And like when you look at the maps, it does not take into consideration, any of that stuff. As I don't even think DoorDash knows the amount of construction projects going on in the city, or what streets are closed, or anything like that. So, obviously, it's going to be super hard getting on there right on the button or early when this city is obliterated by construction and traffic. So I don't know how I feel about this. We're gonna just see. I'm about to log in now. It's 11:37. So I'm gonna go and see how this goes. I'll be paying attention to, as far as like times and stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna make sure that every single place I stop now, even before like I walk in, I'm just gonna put that the order is not started, because I mean, honestly, like, I feel like a lot of these restaurants are not done on time, um, even if it's a minute or two that I gotta wait. I feel like they're not done on time. Very, very rarely. I mean, sometimes when it's slow, you might be able to go in there and the order's ready. But that's sometimes. Even on slow days, like yesterday, I still had to wait for the majority of my orders. So I don't know how I feel about this, but I just wanted to share this quick update, because this literally just dropped yesterday. Because like I said, before that, it was sitting at 88%, I believe, or 89%, something like that. And it was based off my lifetime. It wasn't based off the last 100. And I wasn't able to see like each job and whether I was on time or late, or how many minutes I was late, or nothing like that. So this is all just brand new hit yesterday. So I mean, I know this is in some of the other markets already because I've already seen videos, explaining this and talking about this. So obviously this is not like new. It's just new to my market. But let me know in the comments, guys, if this has hit your market and if you have any tips or tricks for this, because especially those that are driving in big cities, because I feel like, you know, being there right on the button is extremely hard, especially some of these apartments where, it doesn't let me just pull into the parking lot of an apartment and say that I'm here. Like I have to be at their front door. Um, and some of them I have to find. I have to find some of these apartments. Some of them are on the back side facing the courtyard. They're not even facing the side of the parking lot. Or, there's like, 8 or 9 buildings, and one of them may be hidden and it's kind of hard, especially at night in the dark where, you can't really see building numbers and stuff like that. So if you guys that drive in bigger cities, have any tips or tricks and you're on this system right here where, it's, dinging you for even being just a minute late, let me know what you do to, combat that, because I feel like this is going to be really, really challenging, especially in this city that has a ton of apartments, and I deliver to a ton of apartments and they're not all easy to get to, or like hotels that, you have to take an elevator up to like the 4th floor and you have to walk down 2 long corridors to get to the hotel room. Things like that, it makes it a little bit more challenging because even though I got to the hotel on time or I got to the apartments on time, now I have to try to find the thing. And it's not like the restaurant where like you're a quarter mile out or whatever and it lets you hit, that you arrived. A lot of those places won't even let you, because you still have to take the picture and everything like that. So you can't even mark that you're there. So you're just scrambling around, just trying to find, the actual like apartment number or hotel room or office building. And that's why sometimes I'm like a minute or two late, just trying to find these places. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys. Later.